Let's bring it. I see a veteran up in here, man. MJ. Bring
Drop
in
the
my good
roof and
friend,
let
man.
the
How you
smoke
doing, brother? I
clear.
know you got a lot to say about scam. I know you
What
got
up,
a lot.
man? That's his name, Dorman Scam.
I got
I'm
diamonds
gonna
doing
tell y'all the
twisty slides
truth,
in
bro.
both
I hate to
ways.
tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dan.
Dice
Tell
rolling
me,
on
bro.
the Las
As a
Vegas Strip
Laker,
tonight.
you guys gotta stop thinking of mediocre.
Slip that on and we might miss the
The
fight.
dude, now y'all got on one channel,
You can do
they say
what you wanna,
the players are trash
live how you wanna,
on his one channel.
spin what you wanna, be
He's talking
who
about
you
you right
wanna
now,
be.
the locker room. He said all the players are trash.
A young stunner till I die.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize, Judah. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you. Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
Of all of the people that we talk about, LeBron fans are the only ones that even message me and contact me on Instagram. One recently sent me a death threat, talking about you can't come to LA. LeBron fans. All of the people that we talk about, LeBron fans are the only ones that even message me and contact me on Instagram. One recently sent me a death threat, talking about you can't come to LA. LeBron fans.
LeBron fans. Are you a Luka fanboy?
I'm a crash out man, and I'm about to crash out with your permission. May I crash out?
Go ahead, man.
You just kept needling, guy. You just kept needling and pushing and pushing and pushing. You didn't want AR. You didn't want D-Slow. Look at what happened, man. You put Rob in a corner, and he started fighting back. He started crashing out, and look where we're at now. Tomfoolery everywhere. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look at Luka. You caused them to crash out. Reggie, you're pushing everyone to the edge, man.
Like, Luka, look, you just standing there. Look, watch this again, Luka. He just went right by. Luka, what are you doing?
I'll say there was some effort on that
Fouling. Luka, what are you doing? Get back in the play, Luka. Luka. You hate me. Luka, come on, bro.
Looking to get back in your type 2 diabetes zone? Once weekly Ozempic can help.
It's my turn! You told me it was my turn!
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all do me a favor, folks, and drop a like on the video. Be sure to come into the chat and let me know where you guys are watching from. Folks, I've been trying to tell you guys, man, okay? You guys scapegoated Nico Harrison. Nico Harrison is the GOAT general manager in the game right now. I've been saying this. To me, he is the best general manager in the sport. And the fact that he doesn't have a job right now is honestly, it's a little bit sketchy, folks. Now, I'm not going to do what they do to me and go immediately to racism. But, folks, let's keep it a buck. This is racist. What happened to Nico Harrison was racism at its finest. Because there is no way Nico Harrison got fired and Rob Pelinka still has a job. Nico Harrison, he saw it before we all saw it. Nico saw it before I saw it. I had no idea Luka was washed. You guys see the title of the show, folks. Luka's officially washed at 26 years old. He's washed. I've been saying it, folks. Luka Doncic sucks. He sucks. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to troll. I'm not trying to clickbait. And I'm dead ass. I am so serious. My hands to God. May God strike me dead if I'm trolling. May God strike me dead if I'm trolling, folks. I am dead ass serious. Luka is washed. He's 26. We've never seen this before. He's the most overrated, overhyped player in the NBA. Luka Doncic sucks. And we saw it tonight. I told y'all, we did a show 3-4 days ago. Niggas thought I was trolling. I did a show. I titled the show because I was really thinking about it throughout the day before I went live. And I was like, bro, niggas are talking about he's a top 3 player. I'm like, bro, he's not even a top 20 player. He's not even top 20. And I really did a show. And I started naming all the guys that I would take over Luka Doncic. Excuse me, Luka Donkey. Folks, did you guys see Cade Cunningham tonight? Now, let me ask you guys, since you guys are Laker fans, right? Which one of y'all would take Luka Doncic over Cade Cunningham? Go ahead and tell me right now so I can block you. Go ahead and tell me which one of you Laker fans would rather have Luka Dookie than Cade Cunningham. Tell me right now, and I'll go ahead and just block you, and I'll go ahead and send you to Dreamers Pro or Lakers Nation. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you. Anybody that come in this chat, BMW, you hear, right? I think we got one mod in the chat right now. If anybody pops out into the chat and they say Luka Dookie is better than Cade Cunningham, block they ass. Send them to the gulag. I don't want to deal with them in 2026. I'm tired of the casuals. I'm tired of the fanboys. We're going into 2026 in less than 24 hours. I don't want to deal with no casuals, no fanboys, no clowns in 2026. It's not up for debate. Cade Cunningham clears. It's not up for debate. It's not even close enough to where a debate is even warranted. Luka sucks. He's got no offensive bag. His bag is foul baiting. His bag is foul baiting. He sucks. He literally sucks. I watched the game. I'm like, okay, so he drives the ball, right? What's the number one thing he does when he drives the ball? He's fishing for the foul. And we saw it earlier in the game. One of them Thompson, that sorry ass Thompson twin. That nigga's a bum, by the way. He ain't his brother over there in Houston. He's not a Min. Whatever his name is, a Min Thompson, the nigga in Houston. Yeah, his twin brother, the one that plays for Detroit, that nigga's ass. So early in the game, he keeps fouling Luka. Right? So what ended up happening, because I heard the announcer saying it, the defenders, folks, they stopped reaching. When Luka would drive, they wouldn't reach. So when Luka started driving and he couldn't fish for the foul, he was done. He was done. Because he's got no bag. He can't do anything. He sucks. He can barely get his shot off when he's got a defender. He can barely jump off the ground when he has a defender on him. He's not a point guard. He's playing point guard. This is the problem with Luka. He plays point guard and he's not a point guard. And y'all wonder why the Lakers suck. You put the ball in the hands of a guy who's not a point guard. He's not a point guard. He doesn't make guys better. What he does is when they double him, he'll pass it to the open man. That's not how the point guard position is supposed to be played. Folks, I told y'all, man, give me Luka's daddy. Y'all can Like I said, give me Luka's daddy over Luka. I'll take Jaylen Brown over Luka. I'll take Jaylen Brown easily over Luka. Luka sucks. Folks, if you guys want to make some easy money, and I messed up on Christmas, I don't know why I had belief in the Lakers. I went against my better judgment, and I put my money on the Lakers on Christmas Day, and then they got blown out. They got smoked by the Rockets. I said, it's all good. You want to know why? Because the next time they play a good team, I'm going to fade the fuck out the Lakers. And that's exactly what I did tonight. That's exactly what I did tonight. I faded the Lakers. You want to know why? Because the Lakers suck. You want to know why LeBron is playing like trash? Look who he's deferring to. How do we expect LeBron to be in a rhythm and he's playing second fiddle to this garbage bag? He over here beefing with Dennis Schroeder the last game. Luka's garbage, man. You beefing with Dennis Schroeder now? Wow. You're low-hanging fruit Dennis Schroeder. You're a pussy. What real nigga beefs with Dennis Schroeder? Folks, if you guys want to make the easiest money of your life, just fade the Lakers whenever they play a good team. It's easy money. It's easy money. Honestly. Shout out to the Truth Tate with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
LeBron fans.
You said it's time for LeBron to ask for an out. Okay. Shout out to Jordan C with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
LeBron fans.
He said Cade Cunningham is not just better, he has helped Detroit be a number one seed as the number one option, and he's the only star on that team, unlike Luka. Once again, there's no debate. Treasure, I don't know if you just got here, but if anybody comes into the chat and they say that Luka is better than Cade Cunningham, block they asses. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. What's going on, folks? Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Let's get these likes up, folks. I told y'all, man, this is going to go down as the worst trade in NBA history. This is worse than the Russell Westbrook trade. At least Russ had an MVP. At least Russ played hard. Luka sucks, man. Luka sucks. Straight up, he's garbage, man. Okay, shout out to Trump with the $5 super chat.
I fought with your boy. LeBron fans.
You said, I don't see the Lakers as a play-in team. The Suns are head and shoulders better than this trash. The Lakers are the most fraudulent NBA team in the league. The Lakers suck. And the reason they suck is because they're led by a player that sucks, and that's Luka Doncic. You're only going to be as good as your best player, obviously. You're only going to be as good as your best player. The Lakers suck because of Luka. So now what they want to do, here's what Lakers Nation and the mayonnaise media is going to do moving forward, right? This is what they're going to do moving forward. So now we're heading into trade season, right? So now they're going to start making all these pointless videos, wasting our time talking about trading for Keon Ellis and Herb Jones and all these BS trades that ain't gonna matter. Trevor Lane, respectfully, save us and save yourself some time, dude. We don't care about your fake trades. Because the Lakers are not, I don't care who the Lakers trade for. If they don't trade Luka, no trade they make will make them better. The only trade there is to make is to trade Luka Doncic and admit you messed up by trading for him in the first place. Rob Pelinka owes Lakers Nation an apology. That's what they won't say. That's what the mayonnaise media won't say. I'm going to say it, though. Rob Pelinka owes Lakers Nation an apology for trading for Luka Doncic, bro. And you should be fired for destroying this ball club. We were perfectly fine without this fraud. We were playing fine last year before he came to the damn team. We were the 5th seed without Luka. LeBron was in the MVP race. Max Christie was coming along. AD was, remember, the beginning of last year, AD was in the MVP conversation to start the year. He was an MVP candidate to start the year last year. All AD said was go get me a center. You trade AD and go bring on this fraud. AD is better than him. I've been saying that. You got these stupid ass idiots on Gil's Arena. This dumbass nigga Gil's Arena talking about Luka's better than Anthony Davis. Nigga, please. All y'all talking about, oh, we're better because we got Luka now. Nigga, please. We suck because of him. He's garbage. I would take AD every day of the week over. I will take injured AD falling to the ground 7 days a week over Luka Dookie. He sucks. He fell off. I don't remember him being this bad. Now, I've never been the biggest Luka fan, but I remember him in the bubble and stuff like that, you know, earlier in his career. Folks, he's fallen off. Can we talk about that? He's done. You see the thumbnail, washed at 26. Luka is washed, man. He's washed. It's just the reality of what it is. You said, great show. Jake Paul, if you're watching, do us a favor and challenge Luka Donkey in boxing. Take him out for us. Hashtag deport Luka. All right, dude. Shout out to Lee Bremen. What's going on, man? Shout out to Anthony James. Shout out to One Black Panther. We got Joseph, Franchise, Arioka, Hoyt Bell, Terrell, Green Blood, Crack Smoke, J Money, Goat Him. Shout out to Nahar, Certified Steppers. Peso been paid. What's going on, man? We got Sherry. You said LeBron deserves better. Shout out to Top Fly High. Shout out to Jordan C. Folks, y'all come into the chat, man, and let me know your thoughts, man. Let's get to this box score, though. I'm done with my little mini rant on this trash bag Luka Doncic, man. Luka sucks, man. He's the most overrated player in the NBA. He's garbage. He's absolutely garbage, man. He's good. He's just like Austin Reeves, folks. He's just like Austin Reeves. They're only good against bad teams when they're able to get out in front and front run. I told y'all, we don't have one signature win this season. There hasn't been one game this season where the Lakers were down 15, 20 points, and we needed Luka to be at his best for us to win the game. Luka sucks. Shout out to Dak Hater. You said him being washed at 26 is likely because he's been playing pro since he was 14. Yeah. I mean, whatever the excuse is, I don't really think that's an excuse, though. In all honesty, I don't really think him playing pro basketball is an excuse for him being washed. I just think he just doesn't care anymore. And he doesn't care because, you know, they're still going to pay him even though he's ass. It's like Kawhi. You know, it's like Kawhi. It's like, why would you try when they're still going to pay you for losing? You know, it's like Ben Simmons. This is the modern NBA. So I'm not gonna give Luka an out, Dak Hater, by saying, oh, well, he's been playing pro since he was 14. No, he just doesn't care anymore. And that's obvious. This is the modern NBA player. They stat pad, they get paid, and then they quit. He got his money, so he quit. He doesn't care anymore. You know, he's not going 100% anymore. Luka right now is probably going 30 to 40%. He's not going hard as he used to go. And that's obvious. Now, LeBron James, folks, he was asked tonight. I can't even lie to you guys. LeBron was asked tonight. And I thank God for him being asked tonight. I really did. He had me nervous in that first half. I think he had 15 points in that first half. He had me a little bit nervous, folks, because I told you guys, I faded the Lakers. I took the Pistons. So I was going to be pissed off if I got burned by LeBron and the Lakers tonight. So thank God LeBron stunk it up in the second half. Finished the game, 17 points, 6 of 17, 3 of 10. Yeah, he didn't play good at all. But once again, I'm not going to really blame LeBron for the way he's playing, for the simple fact that we've never asked LeBron to do this, right? Like, we've never asked LeBron. I mean, even when he played with AD, even AD's first year as a Laker, AD averaged like 26 and LeBron averaged like 25. LeBron still was getting his. Playing with Luka, I mean, it's just terrible, man. Like, I don't see how anybody could win with Luka. Nobody can win with Luka. Porzingis couldn't win. Brunson, Kyrie, now LeBron. Luka he's a team killer. He has a track record of this. Porzingis didn't like him. Rick Carlisle didn't like him. Jalen Brunson and Kyrie both haven't had more success without Luka. Jalen Brunson is more successful without Luka than he was with Luka. Kyrie had more success without Luka than he did with Luka. LeBron had more success without Luka than he did with Luka. Luka is the common denominator of all of his teams losing. And JJ Redick doesn't want to make any changes. This is a clown show. Luka is not a point guard. Thank you, Jordan C. Folks, like Jordan C said, 8 turnovers tonight, folks, from Luka Dookie. 8 of them. This is what happens when you apply ball pressure, when you put adequate defenders on them, when a good coach can scheme against him. He sucks. Nigga said Kyrie choked in the final. No, dude. Luka choked in the finals, dude. Luka sucks. So once again, LeBron, I can't blame LeBron. Nobody can win with Luka playing next to Luka. Nobody can. So LeBron played like trash, but like I said, that's my GOAT and it's his birthday. Shout out to my GOAT, man. He doesn't deserve it. He deserves way better than this, man. But he did this to himself, so it is what it is.
LeBron fans. LeBron fans. LeBron fans. LeBron fans.
So like I said, folks, my GOAT didn't play good today, but he's still my GOAT. He gets the benefit of the doubt. He's the only one that gets the benefit of the doubt. Everybody else, you don't get a benefit of the doubt. You don't get a benefit of the doubt over here. My GOAT is the only one. He's put in the work. He's the only one that gets the benefit of the doubt. The rest of y'all are going to get held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. So my GOAT is the only one that gets a pass. It's his birthday. He's going to get I'm going to let him slide. My GOAT's always going to get away. That's my GOAT. It is what it is. I said what I said.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. Now, this bum, Jake from State Farm, 38 minutes, 9 points, folks. 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from the three-point line. What did I tell you guys over the summer? Oh, remember all them clowns chat? They was like, oh, he's better than DFS. Oh, we upgraded from DFS. Yeah, Jake LaRavia is younger and he's better offensively than DFS. We're way better.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Please be quiet, man. You were better off with Dorian Finney-Smith. Jake LaRavia is a bum. It's that simple. He sucks. He's a bigger Dalton Connect. He sucks. DeAndre Ayton. You see what happens when he plays a real center tonight. And we're going to get to the Pistons stats in a second. DeAndre Ayton. The bisexual nigga. I saw somebody in the chat say he had 2 rebounds. Folks, I saw it versus Houston. He's soft. He doesn't want. He's not a center for real. He don't want to bang in the trenches. You need real niggas in them trenches, man. We got a bisexual nigga in the trenches. You need shooters in the trenches. You need gangbangers. Why do you think we got clapped by Minnesota? They had gang members. They had gang members down there. Nas Reed, gang member. Julius Randle. Julius Randle's a felon. Nas Reed's a gangbanger. Jaden McDaniel. They got hitters. They talking about Austin, his foot was hurting. His big toe was injured. That nigga didn't want to go down there. He didn't want to go to Compton. He didn't want to drive to Compton. He didn't want to go to Watts. He didn't want to go down there. He wanted to stay. He wanted to stay in Malibu by the 3-point line. He didn't want to drive to the hood. He didn't want to drive to Watts. He didn't want to go hang with the Crips. How you playing for the Lakers and you scared to catch a fade? This is LA. Fades are mandatory in LA. They're mandatory. Soon as you get off the plane, you got to catch a fade damn near. You got to catch a fade. It's time to squabble up. You guys heard Kendrick Lamar. Squabble up. You got to earn your stripes, nigga. No, y'all done brought these soft-ass white boys to LA. Gang-infested Los Angeles. You done brought these goddamn white boys over here, and you wonder why they keep getting pushed around, they keep getting exposed, they keep getting clapped. Kobe was a real nigga. Shaq was a real nigga. LeBron is a real nigga. AD is a real nigga. You gentrified the team, and these white boys don't want to catch a fade. That's the reality. Reeves don't want to catch a fade with Beef Stew. Beef Stew is crazy. That nigga's crazy. Don't nobody on the Lakers want any smoke with Beef Stew, probably other than LeBron. He's probably the only one that could go toe-to-toe with Beef Stew. Y'all don't want no smoke with Beef Stew. You don't want no smoke with Jalen Duren down there in them trenches. DeAndre Ayton don't want no smoke, man. He's soft, man. He dyes his hair. What grown man plays in his head? Who does that? Let me tell you a story. So this was probably October 2024, right? I'm in Phoenix, right? I'm at a rooftop bar with this girl, and she had like she had some cute hair, right? She had some cute hair. It was like bronze looking almost, right? So we got to talking about her hair, and then she asked me, she's like, "Would you ever dye your hair?" I'm like, No, I wouldn't. Folks, grown men don't dye their hair. Grown men don't play in their hair. Why are you putting color in your hair? You got niggas like Odell Beckham running around dyeing their hair purple and all. They want to be bad bitches. What grown man changes his hair color? What grown man paints his nails? These niggas is going French tip on the toes. DeAndre Ayton paints his nails, man. It's about your mentality. Why would y'all want a nigga that paints his nails on your team? What does that say about his mind? That should tell you everything about his mentality and where his mind is at. His mind is on Bussy. His mind is on Bussy. Grown men don't paint their nails. Grown men don't play with their hair. Grown men don't move like that. That's why I never wanted him. Y'all was all excited. Oh, we got a center. We got a center. Well, you got the wrong center. This ain't it. Okay, shout out to Anthony James with the $2 super chat. He says Luka's a glorified merchant. We got GD. Shout out to GD. With the $2 super chat, you said, how can they run with the slow turtle in the lineup? Okay, we got Terrence Hill TV with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
LeBron fans.
He said constant high volume play and repeated shot attempts take a physical toll. It's evident Luka's body is breaking down. He is limping half the time. Luka is physically inferior. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all, but obviously the whites get offended when we just tell the truth. This is a nigga league. Of course his body's gonna break down going against these big ass niggas every night. Do you see that? Listen, when they put Isaiah Stewart in the game and they pan to his ass, that nigga looked like a gorilla. Real talk. Respectfully, that nigga looks like a gorilla. When they pan the camera to Isaiah Stewart, to Beef Stew, when he checked in the game, he looked like a black ass baboon. He looked like a silverback gorilla. Do you know what he would do to Luka in a fight? He would hurt that boy. Y'all are lucky this is a sanctioned, refereed, televised event. Because if it wasn't, if Isaiah Stewart could really tee off on these white boys on this team, where he would hurt Luka. Honestly. He would hurt that dude. He would hurt DeAndre Ayton. He would hurt Austin. He would hurt pretty much anybody on this roster. Except LeBron. I think LeBron can take him. But yeah, back to DeAndre Ayton, folks. DeAndre Ayton sucks, man. This is nothing new, though. I've been told you guys that. He paints his nails. Come on, man. Like, what are we even talking about? I don't want no nigga on my team that paints his nails. I don't want to hang with a nigga. I don't want to hang with a nigga that paints his nails. I don't want to watch a nigga that paints his nails. I don't want to do nothing with a nigga that paints his nails. That's just me. Listen, I'm from a different era. I'm a 90s baby. I don't know what y'all generation be on. Y'all are into some other stuff. Y'all are okay with this type of growing up. Niggas didn't come to school with their nails painted, man. That's what little girls did. The girls came to school with their nails painted. Y'all little niggas is trying to y'all competing with the hoes now. Nah, man, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. I'm getting too old for this. This is ridiculous. You signed a nigga that paints his nails. Okay. And you expect good things to come from that. Okay, sure. Marcus Smart. I told y'all, man, this nigga's a running back, man. This nigga's a running back. All his ass want to do is take charges and fake like he getting hit all game. Get your goofy ass off the floor, clown. Ain't nobody hit you, you flopping clown. That's all he do is flop all day. That's all he do. Try to take charges and get slapped upside the head. Because that's the only way he can get the ball, damn near. The only way he can get the ball is if he catch a charge. Seriously. He sucks. Marcus Smart is washed too. He's washed, man. He should have just played football, man. Real talk. We could have put his stupid ass, we could have ran him in through the A gap. Real talk. He'd have been a better running back. than he was an NBA player. I don't like niggas like him. These Lou Dort, Marcus Smart, 6'4" shooting guards that suck and all they want to do is just run into niggas all day. I don't like niggas like that. I don't like these type of niggas, man. Marcus Smart sucks, man. He's garbage, gang. He's washed, man. Like, he sucks. It's okay, but he sucks. I mean, it just is what it is. And then, like I said, Luka Dookie. What is this, folks? I mean, what is this Russell Westbrook shit, man? What is this, 9 for 22? I mean, we were better. We were literally better off with Russell Westbrook. Yo, this is insane, man. We got to get Russ on this show. This is insane, man. This nigga's ass.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Keep running they mouth. Clubhouse.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Ladies and gentlemen, we should have just kept Russ if we were going to trade for Luka. Honestly. We could have just kept Russ. I mean, Russ would have did this. Russ would have did 9 for 22, 3 for 11. He's worse than Russ, man. He sucks, man. 8 turnovers, 9 for 22. You're ass, bro. You're trash, man. The nigga had just as many free throw makes as he did field goal makes. You suck, dude. 3 of 11 from the 3-point line. You're garbage, man. Maxi Pad out here running around. Vando, listen, Vando's a fucking another Marcus Smart, big 6'8", awkward ass, broke ass jumper. Like I said, all he got is that corner 3. Outside of that, he sucks. He can't do anything offensively. And defensively, I mean, he didn't bother Cade Cunningham at all tonight. Get him out of here, man. And then the rest of the bench is just garbage, man. Jaxson Hayes sucks. All he does is catch lobs all day. He sucks, man. He can't put the ball on the floor. He can't do shit. He sucks. Now, let's get to the real team, folks. Let's get to the real team. And that's the Detroit Pistons, right? I got to clap it up, folks, for Detroit. This was a hell of a rebuild, folks. They rebuilt this team beautifully on the fly. I remember a few years ago, they had one of the longest losing streaks in NBA history, and they've completely revamped this roster. I told you guys, they have one white boy, just one, and that's Jimmy Neutron, aka Duncan Robinson. Okay, you guys remember we was calling him Jimmy Neutron in the bubble when the Lakers beat the Heat. They have one. I saw one white boy getting meaningful minutes for Detroit. Everybody else was 4C hair, nappy-headed niggas. This is what I love to see. Even their star, Cade Cunningham, nappy-headed ass nigga. I fuck with it. I do. This is what I want to see. Nappy-headed ass, dread-headed ass niggas playing basketball. Dark-skinned, grown-ass men running up and down the court, dunking and playing like wild gorillas. Did you see how many points they scored in the paint tonight, folks? The Detroit Pistons, they don't play all them 3-point, that sissy shit that Steph Curry started. All that light-skinned crap, running around twerking, shooting threes. That's that yellow bone nonsense, man. That's that Steph Curry nonsense. That weak shit, running around twerking and shooting threes all game. No, we're gonna play like some silverback gorillas. We're gonna run it straight into your chest, nigga. They attacked the rim. That's why I like watching them play. I loved watching them play tonight. This is the basketball that I grew up on. Niggas attacking the basket. I don't want to see no white boys out here shooting 23s a game at the free throw line half the night. Get that trash out of here, man. Pistons are a legitimate NBA team. They're a serious franchise that should be getting way more media coverage than what they get. You notice First Take won't discuss them. None of the YouTube shows won't discuss them. Gil's Arena won't discuss them. Shannon Sharp, Nightcap, they won't discuss the Pistons. But y'all will sit up here all day and talk about trash-ass Austin Reeves. It's insane to me. It honestly is. So, yeah, Tobias, he came over from Philadelphia. I don't know what happened with him. I didn't see the play where he got injured, but he only played 6 minutes tonight, and then he left the game. They didn't need him, though. They didn't need him at all. Duncan Robinson, a.k.a. Jimmy Neutron, he didn't really do shit. He had that one big three, though, that kind of put the game on ice. I know you guys saw it when Luka fouled him at the end of the game. That was just pathetic by Luka Dookie. You know, this is why I faded the Lakers. Luka only plays half the game. He only plays offense, and he sucks at that. He's non-existent on defense, and then he sucks on offense too. Luka sucks. Cooper Flag has already surpassed him, folks. That's another thing too that you guys don't want to have a conversation about. Cooper Flag has already surpassed Luka. I've seen enough from Luka. Cooper Flag is better than him. Right now, Cooper Flag is better than Luka Doncic. That's a fact. Luka's the most overhyped, overrated player right now in the sport. Okay. Shout out to AMJ Beats with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
LeBron fans.
You say, what do you think JJ Redick gonna say this time? What's the excuse? Because Detroit ain't the Sacramento Kings. We can get into his post-game comments here in a second. Because I will be interested to hear what he has to say with his clown ass. He needs to get back to doing what I do, and that's podcasting. Sorry ass nigga, you ain't no coach. You're a clown, dude. You ain't no coach, man. Don't nobody respect no goddamn bum named JJ Redick. You were a bum. LeBron gets more respect than you. If we're going to let JJ Redick coach, we might as well just let LeBron coach at this point. The players will have more respect for LeBron than they will JJ Redick. That's a fact. That's a fact. The players right now would have more respect for LeBron if he were coaching the team than they would for JJ Redick. Nobody respects JJ Redick. He's a clown with a comb over. That's it. Shout out 444. You said, I didn't realize Luka was this bad, honestly. It's hard to watch. Me either, bro. Nico saw it before all of us did. So I got to give credit to Nico. That's why I say Nico's the best GM in the game. Because to me, being a good GM 444, it's not only about identifying good players. It's also about identifying bad players. Right? So the fact that Nico identified Luka as like a cancer to his team, and he had the balls to trade him, knowing the repercussions that were gonna come from that, I can't help but to say he's the greatest GM in the game right now. Because who else would have the balls to do it? I don't even think Rob Pelinka would have the balls to do it. I don't think Rob Pelinka right now would have the balls to trade Luka Doncic, but Nico did. So I got to give credit to Nico, man. He's the GOAT to me. Because I didn't even know he was this bad either. Because I didn't watch him in Dallas either. But once again, when you come to the Lakers and you play for the Lakers, all your flaws get exposed, especially when you're playing next to LeBron James. Because every game is a playoff game when you play next to LeBron. See, when he was in Dallas, you know, he could catch teams sleeping. He could catch teams napping. Because don't nobody really care about playing against Luka like that. You know, Luka's not a guy that's like, other teams are like, man, I want to have a good game against him. Nobody really gives a shit about Luka, you know? But when you're LeBron James, no, everybody wants to have a good game against the GOAT. So now that Luka's on the team with LeBron, he's getting everybody's best shot every night, and we see it's wearing him down to the point where he doesn't even look good anymore. So when people talk about, oh, we got him for the next 10 years, dude, we're 10 months in and he's already looking like ass. We're 10 months in. You talking about 10 years. Get the fuck out of here. You're not having 10 years with this bum. What are you smoking, dope? 10 years. Nigga, please. But yeah, shout out to Jalen Duren though, man. This dude, I like this dude. You know? 14 points tonight, 6 of 8. Had a couple dumb possessions. It was one play during the game. He turned it over. He had Duncan Robinson wide open. He didn't pass it to him, and then he turned it over. I was like, what the hell is this idiot doing? Pass the ball, you goofy. But shout out to him, though. I like him. He's a good player. You know, obviously, I told you guys that one Thompson twin, that nigga sucks to me. What's his name? Azure Thompson. That nigga's garbage. He's a decent defender, though, like his brother. But, yeah, Cade Cunningham, folks. I like Cade, man. Cade is solid, man. You know, Cade is solid, man. He's a no-nonsense kind of a guy. He comes in, he does his job, and then that's it. You know, there's no drama, there's no storylines, there's no bullshit. It's just pure hoops with Cade Cunningham. So shout out to Cade Cunningham, man. 27 points tonight, 12 of 19 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line. Only 2 free throws, too, by the way. He don't got a foul bait, folks. I told you, if you have to foul bait to score, 25-plus points like Luka and Reeves, you suck. That's just the reality. Shout out to Joseph with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Folks, Cade Cunningham is better than Luka. So once again, Luka isn't even top 20. I could name all the players I would take over Luka, and Cade would be one of them. I'm taking Cade right now over Luka. And the fact that Cade Cunningham is not higher on the MVP list, on the MVP ladder this year, is honestly a shame. Speaking of the MVP ladder, Don C, where you been at, dude? We haven't heard from you, you stupid fuck. Yeah, you better go ahead and send my $1,000. Like I said, Don C, I told you I'm going to do it with your money. I'm going to take your $1,000. I still don't know where I'm going to go yet. I'm going to either go to DR, I'm going to go to Colombia, or I'm going to go to Brazil on your dime. Yeah, you stupid clown. Talking about Luka's going to win the MVP. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, you might as well go ahead and start collecting my coins now, because I'm finna use your money, and I'm finna go get me some big booty Latinas, soon as you send that payment. Soon as that payment comes through, I'm out. I'm finna go get me some big booty Latinas. You stupid fuck. Talking about Luka's gonna win the MVP. This is what being asked out gets you, Don C. It costs you. You better ask Vin Vega. You better ask Lamont. You better ask MJ. When you come over here not knowing basketball, it's gonna cost you. When you come over here being a fanboy, it's gonna cost you. Luka's gonna win the MVP. The fuck out of here.
You can't just go try to find any player that's 6'10" and say be the center. There's certain qualities that the center is going to need playing next to AD. To me, I would be knocking on the door of the Clippers. I would have been knocking on the door for PJ Tucker.
Chat, this stupid ass nigga said he would put PJ Tucker at the 5 next to Anthony Davis. Is PJ Tucker even in the league anymore?
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 sign. LeBron. This is what you got to realize. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
I just want to slide on through, provide for you. Your name is listed.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Folks, is PJ Tucker even in the league anymore? This stupid ass nigga said he would put PJ Tucker at the 5 next to Anthony Davis. Yeah, you're a stupid fuck. Okay, let's get to the Pistons bench though. Beef Stew. Look at Beef Stew, chat. Beef Stew had himself a game. Damn, Beef Stew balled out tonight. 15 points, 6 of 6 from the field. And he knocked down that corner 3. And he was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Oh, Beef Stew balled on you niggas tonight. Once again, this is what I like. Silverback gorilla ass nigga. Big, swole, dread-headed, dark-skinned, black-ass, Montrezl Harrell looking ass nigga. This is what I like to see. Real trench babies. Real hood niggas. Y'all want to gentrify the league and put all these white boys, all these light-skinned niggas in the league. These niggas suck. Give me 5 silverback gorillas like Isaiah Stewart coming off my bench and I'm good. We can run it like that. We can run it like that. If you got curly hair, get out of here. I don't want to see no curly hair niggas on my team. I don't want to see no white boys on my team. I want to see nothing but silverback, dark skin, black ass, 4C hair, dread-headed, gang-banging, hood rat criminals that are also felons. That's what I want to see. Straight up.
I said what I said.
Straight up. I want nothing but trench baby, gang banging, felony having, silverback gorillas. That's what I want on my team. If you can listen, y'all can build y'all team however y'all want. If I was a GM of a team, that's how I'm building my team. Nothing but silverback, dread-headed, 4C hair, dark skin, tatted up, hood rats. Straight up. Tatted from head to toe. Do-rag wearing it. You
LeBron fan.
Y'all know how LeBron be in there in the post-game press conference with his do-rag on? Exactly. Real hood nigga. Do-rag, wave cap, tattoos, tatted from head to toe. Give me 15 beef stews, nigga. We'll dominate the league. Give me 15 beef stews, we'll run the league. Straight up. Shout out to Beef Stew, man. Now Holland, what's his name? Ron Holland or whatever his name is? Yeah, Ron Holland. Ronald Holland. He played well too. He came in off the bench. He was lighting them up. He the one that really pushed the lead at the end of that third quarter. And then Sasser too. He balled out too. He was hitting a lot of them threes. Yeah, he had 19, 4 threes. So yeah, they got some really good production off the bench. Jaden Ivey, he had 9 points. This Green nigga, he came in, had 8. Yeah, they got some real production. Look at their bench, chat. They got a real bench. They had almost four niggas in double figures. Beef Stew had 15, Holland had 11, Sasser had 19, and Jaden Ivey, he had 9. He almost had 10. That's crazy. That's a real team. So like I said, folks, let's get into this clown JJ Redick. I'm sure he's spoken with the media by now. Let's hear what excuses he's made for tonight's debacle. Like I said, folks, the Lakers, they're just garbage, man. You're going to make some really good money if you just fade the Lakers whenever they play a good team. Now, when they play a bad team, you can take them. But when they play a good team, folks, I'm telling you, the easiest money you're going to make is by fading the Lakers.
About midway through the third, what do you think happened as Detroit was able to pull away?
The offensive stretch that we had there in the third, start of the fourth. I'll rewatch it tonight, but we had like 5 turnovers in that stretch. Again, the turnovers, the fast break points in the paint that just killed us tonight.
With the turnovers, it's probably hard to generalize it, but how much of their sort of athleticism and length and force, how many of those do you feel like were forced versus just kind of gave the ball?
They're a really good physical basketball team. It's part of their DNA.
From our vantage point, it seemed like the players were extraordinarily frustrated with the officiating, and I guess I wanted to know, one, did you share any of that opinion, and two, do you think maybe their reaction to the officiating may have taken them out of some of the plays?
I think there's probably a level of frustration when you're turning the ball over and you're feeling like you're getting fouled. There's frustration there for sure. But I mean, again, I said it in here. We said it this morning. They're going to foul every possession. It's just you got to play through it.
JJ, you said, that level of physicality and toughness from Detroit is in their DNA. Like, do you know what this team's or this group's DNA is yet? Has that been established? Do you have a sense of what your team is?
Still trying to figure that out, and I know it's maybe a cop out, and probably is, but I do know that we have had a lot of stops and starts, and we've tried to not just the staff. I'm saying our team. The players, staff, everybody. We've really tried to play the right way every night and have the right intent. The flow of lineups and rotations and all that has been challenging for everybody, not just the coaches. It's a challenge for the players, and building an identity is difficult, I think, and it's. If you think about our team last year, and this team is different, and our identity will eventually be different. But we didn't get that identity till late January. It felt like, and then we had to shift again. So I don't think it's unnatural. I remember a meeting I had with Phil last year, pretty early in the season, and he said, I always felt like I knew who my team was by Thanksgiving. I think that's hard to figure out with this team right now. So yeah.
Okay, folks. JJ, shout out to Import in the chat. He said JJ looks broken. Folks, JJ, and I just put it in the chat, JJ is not qualified to coach an NBA team. He's not qualified at all. Darvin Ham was more qualified than JJ Redick. That's the reality. Darvin Ham has at least coached. Before Darvin became our head coach, he was an assistant in Milwaukee. He was an assistant in Atlanta, I believe. And I also believe he was an assistant for the Lakers. So Darvin was qualified. He had earned that head coaching job with the Lakers. He earned that. With JJ's he's the Austin Reeves of NBA coaches. He's been getting carried by superstars. And you guys can see, if the superstar has an off night or if they don't play, he looks lost out there. He's like Austin Reeves when there's no LeBron and when there's no AD, when there's no Luka, he's going to get cooked because he's not really qualified to be here. JJ Redick is basically Bronny of coaches. He's the Bronny of coaches. He's only here because of LeBron, basically. I guess. I don't know what LeBron, what role he played in JJ getting a job. I'm not too familiar with that. I've never really read any reports that said LeBron vouched for him or wanted him to be the coach. I've never heard that. I just think that's kind of a narrative that people ran with because they did a podcast together. But let's just roll with it if that is the case. If he only is here because, LeBron put in a good word for him or whatever, then he's basically Bronny. This was basically a favor for LeBron then. He's not qualified. This is why he doesn't have anything to say. Once again, are the Lakers better than the Pistons? No. But are the Lakers better than what they play tonight? I would say so, yeah. JJ can't even get the most out of the group. You heard the reporter ask him, what's the team's identity? He's like, I don't even know. We don't have an identity because we're led by a fraud. The foundation is weak. We don't have a real coach. It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. It's not gonna hold up. Our coach is a fraud. He's a clown with a comb over. What did you guys think? We were going to go win the championship? He sucks. We got GD with the $2 super chat. You said one thing would fix a lot of problems is Bron at point. It might make us a little bit better, but even that, like I said, there's no one fix with this roster. Bron at point worked when he had AD and when he had a team that was built around him. 3-and-D guys, spacing, right? Shooters, an adequate coach. You can't, there's nothing that we can do that's going to dramatically change the results that we're getting against good teams. It's just too many holes. Your GM is garbage. Your coaching staff is garbage, right? Nate McMillan, Scott Brooks, these guys they're trash. They get fired everywhere they go. Scott Brooks got fired in OKC, got fired in Washington. Nate McMillan got fired in Indiana, gets fired in Atlanta. Like, they get fired everywhere they go. They're rejects, right? JJ's a podcaster, and he's leading them, right? So he sucks. So your GM sucks, your ownership sucks, your coaching staff sucks, and then your players suck. LeBron can't overcome all of that. He just can't. He just can't. So that's just what it is, man. Shout out to Rock Logic with the $10 super chat.
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
He says he's a white DEI hire. Exactly. That's all it is, folks. That's all it is. Let's get back into this this JJ Redick interview. We got AMJ Beats. You said if LeBron is going, does this team really get better? No. LeBron is the light in LA, man. He's the light. He's the blessing. He's the one. I mean, it's only because of him that they even won a championship in 2020. So if you take LeBron out of this equation, this team it's going to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. So for the people that run around saying, "Oh, they need to get rid of LeBron," listen, we're ready to go. Honestly, at this point, we're ready to go because this is a joke. At this point, anything would be better than the Lakers. He should go to the Warriors at this point. Go play with Steph. You know, you get to stay in California. Go play with Steph because this is just garbage. You know, Luka sucks. I'm sorry. Y'all thought Luka was going to be the star for the future. Luka's a bum. Cade Cunningham, you'd be better off with Cade Cunningham than with Luka Dookie. Let's get back into this fraud, JJ Redick, and what he had to say after the game, no?
That's hard to figure out with this team right now. So, yeah.
You guys are 20-11 now, but all 11 losses have been by double digits. I had a stat earlier. You guys have tied for the third most 20-point losses. Seems like when you guys win close games, but when you guys are losing, it just seems like the rope's being let go of. What does that say? Is there something, I guess, to take away from that? What does that say about the team when you guys do lose? It's by these wider margins.
Yeah, I thought the group, the intent and the effort was there for the most part tonight. There was some technique stuff in pick and roll that we tried to adjust and we didn't get there. The turnovers in the fast break points, they kill you. And a team shoots 63%, and it's most of that's at the rim or in the paint. It can be deflating.
All right, folks, let's listen to Luka Dookie after the game.
Yeah, Luka, JJ was talking to us about the way Detroit plays. They're going to be physical every possession and such. How did you feel like you handled it overall, and how were they able to pull away?
It could have been better for sure, but nothing in the fourth quarter. I think we were playing great basketball for 3 quarters, and then they just went on an insane run. So I think we played good basketball for 3 quarters.
Overall, what do you think you guys have to do better against some of these, not that they're all the same, but some of the bigger, more physical, athletic teams, a Houston, a Detroit? Where do you guys think you could grow there?
We got to definitely match their physicality. That's the whole point. We got to match how they play. You see the refs let it go, so we should have played with more physicality for sure.
Luka, the score was even kind of midway through that third quarter, and then it kind of got away from you guys. What did you see happening during that point of the game?
During what? Sorry.
In the third quarter, it was 79-79, and then it kind of flipped. What did you see happening kind of late in the game there?
Yeah, I think we just let our let off of the rope a little bit. Like I said, I think we played good basketball for 3 quarters, physical basketball. Then we just kind of let go of the rope.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Luka, in regards to the turnovers, just kind of what did you see out there in terms of, what was happening?
Yeah, too many for me.
Luka, JJ decía que aún están trabajando en encontrar el ADN del equipo. ¿Tú cuál dirías es ese ADN o está en el proceso en el que están?
What?
Bueno,
Bro, what are you talking about,
llevamos
man?
20 y 11, que no está tan mal. Estamos a
Bro,
los
I'm
3
out, man.
partidos del
That
segundo
nigga's
puesto.
tripping.
Aunque parezca que está fatal, no es tan mal, pero seguro que tenemos
What?
que mejorar.
Independientemente del resultado
what are
de
you
hoy,
talking about, man?
en el cumpleaños 41 de LeBron y en ese tiempo que
Bro,
has podido
I'm out,
compartir
man.
con él como
That nigga's
compañeros,
tripping.
¿qué dirías es lo que más le admiras y el mayor aprendizaje?
Bueno, he aprendido mucho, es un jugador excepcional, jugando estos años es increíble y aprendí mucho de él.
What? Bro,
Hey,
what are you
Luka,
talking about, man?
so today I see you kind of like on offense.
Bro, I'm out,
They're
man.
trying to get you
That
the ball,
nigga's tripping.
and there's some frustration that J. Reg also said. You kind of see there's like fouls for you. Like, is there anything you like explain on the court that will happen sometimes? There's one like celebration that you hit your arm, your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, they were playing physical. Like I say, we got to measure their physicality.
Luka, where do you think, energy-wise, the game shifted? Was there anything in particular that happened in the out there that it felt like you guys were able to kind of fight with them, and then the fight kind of went away? Was there anything particular that triggered that?
Not really. I don't know. They just we had a lot of turnovers. I had a lot of turnovers, and then just went down in transition and scored.
Yeah, the turnovers and everything is what we're talking about a lot. Like, LeBron's been playing off the ball a lot, and you had 8 tonight. He had 5 tonight. What do you feel like needs to happen as far as helping LeBron balance the off-ball stuff that makes y'all so dynamic offensively with him needing to possibly help you with the playmaking and shot creation and turnover reduction?
Yeah, too many turnovers. You got to stop losing the ball.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Right way, turnovers obviously cost you guys. That's a really close game going into the fourth quarter. What was kind of the biggest difference you saw in that game?
We had points off turnovers, fast break points. I mean, we had a lot of pick sixes tonight. Allowed them to get out there fast, explosive team, a lot of athleticism. We kind of knew that coming to the game, but we didn't show up that point.
How much credit?
Okay, folks, before I let LeBron go, this will be the last interview I'm gonna watch too. Back to Luka, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what he was talking about, honestly. He was speaking in Ebonics half the time, and then he started speaking Spanish, so I didn't really understand like his thoughts. And this is my issue when you guys want to go get these dudes from other countries. It's almost like they don't really understand the questions that are being asked. I don't know if he understood some of the questions, folks. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, too many turnovers. I don't know. I can't turn the ball over too much. I mean, well, duh. Well, duh, stupid, right? We know that, right? Can you give us a little bit more insight, right? Can you dive a little deeper, you stupid fuck? No, he can't go any deeper, chat. He can't go any deeper because he's stupid. He speaks Slovakian. Like I said, this is my problem, man. With him, Giannis, Nikola Jokic, it's like, dude, what are y'all even be talking about? I mean, you listen to Giannis. My team, we're losing right now. So, I don't want to be humble. I'm going to dunk the ball at the end of the game, and I will do whatever it takes for my team to win games. And that's just what I do. It's just like, yeah, shut the fuck up, right? You're stupid. These dudes are dumb, man. Luka's dumb. You know, thank God for that basketball. Because if it wasn't for that basketball, God knows what he'd be doing right now. But fucking idiot, man.
What did you give the Pistons defense in that regard?
I mean, we knew we were going to get that best shot after, the Clipper game. So you give them a lot of credit. It's a very well organized team. They play hard, physical. Cade is, playing like the number one pick that he was drafted as, and as a franchise player, and very good team.
How do you combat the fact that this is a Pistons team? They shot well tonight. They're generally slow to shoot. How do you kind of combat the fact that you can load up the paint on them and try and keep?
Yeah, you just tip your cap. You go with the percentages. We had a game plan. We understand that they probably number one in points in the paint in the NBA. They get a lot of their points off fast breaks and in the paint. So we knew we tried to make them shoot from the outside, and they made some tonight, and that's okay.
When a team's allowed to establish physicality the way that Pistons were tonight, what's your guys' best course of action to be able to compete in a game like that?
What do you mean? You match physicality with physicality, so that's the only way to do it.
Did you feel like the way the game was officiated tonight?
I have no idea. It's not my lane to talk about how it was officiated or not.
JJ talked about the team's identity, still trying to find what it is. Have you ever gone this late in the season not knowing what your team identity is, and do you know what this team's identity is?
We haven't had a full team all year. Probably, I don't know, maybe one game we had a full roster, maybe even not. We got some very important guys out right now, and obviously I started the year being out, and having our all-star, two guard out, and Rui's not out, and Gabe's been out for a minute. Jaxson just came back. It's been a lot of in and out. So that's very hard to kind of get a rhythm. Of chemistry on the floor with guys that you're gonna play with every night. Guys you're gonna come in with subs and patterns and things like that. But it's no excuse. We still got to go out and execute, and I think we did that tonight. I thought, like I said, the turnovers were too many pick sixes, but we came in, we played hard, we executed. The better team tonight won.
LeBron, you guys finished the month in December with the second worst defense in the NBA, 29th in efficiency in December. What are the root problems of that right now?
I don't have the numbers in front of me.
What does it feel like? Where's the struggle?
I thought defensively tonight we had moments, but like I said, it's going to be hard to defend pick sixes. We have too many pick sixes where, we turn the ball over. It's hard to get back. We're not getting back. Teams are running us. We give up a lot of transition points. We turn the ball over. Sometimes offensive rebounds, things of that nature. We just got to get better on that side of the floor.
We've talked to you over the years about the physical demands to do this night in and night out of 23 years. How are the mental demands right now?
Good. I'm solid. Yeah, I'm solid. I'm living the dream. I'm solid.
You said often though, the pick sixes being a problem tonight in particular, ball handling is not Austin's not going back in the next 2 weeks or so. So how do you balance what you can do on the ball versus how good you can be off the ball to alleviate?
Who, me personally?
You personally, yeah.
I haven't really been on the ball. I don't know if you watched any of our games this year, but I haven't really been on the ball as much. I've been playing off the ball a lot. It's something I can get back into it, but you got to get back into the rhythm of that. AR and Luka gets us into our offense. Marcus has been, now has stepped up to kind of help with that role. Nick Smith is going to help us with that role as well. If I need to do that, and if the coaches ask me to do that, and I can do that, but I've been playing mostly off the ball this year.
Do you feel like you need to be on the ball to help?
No, whatever helps the team win, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter.
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Second of all, you're 40, you're 23, not you're 41.
I mean, it feels like
it. Yeah. You're 23, 41 years old. What advice would you give to 18-year-old LeBron James?
It's a lot, a lot of advice I would give them. I would just say, keep the main thing. Work hard. There's no substitute for hard work. I think hard work and dedication, if you want to be great, going to pay off. Keep the blinders on. As much as they praise you, it's even triple, quadruple people trying to bring you down and want to tear you down every single day. So protect your family, protect your mental space, and it's a lot more. But you just go out and just have fun, enjoy the ride, because you never know when it comes to an end. So it goes fast.
Wow, man. Shout out to LeBron, man. Year 23, folks. Still doing his thing. Disappointing to, have to witness him playing on a team like this. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, folks. The Lakers suck, man. So, you say, did you guys really think you'd beat the Pistons? No. Not with Luka Dookie running the show. Absolutely not. He said LeBron sounds so disappointed in this FBA squad. Yeah, once again, I can't fully absolve LeBron either. It's like, dude, you did this to yourself. So LeBron's culpable in some of this, man. He's not completely innocent. He knows his team is is a fraud. It's a failure of a franchise. He knows that. And he tried to come in and save it, and, they got upset at him for, I guess, telling them what to do and who to trade for, and, then they're like, oh, we want our team back. Okay, well, fuck you then. You can have your team back. You can have this fraudulent-ass team back, You got these clown-ass Kobe fans talking about, oh, yeah, Laker fans, we just want LeBron gone. Man, y'all are Kobe fans. Y'all are Kobe fans that are just jealous that LeBron dominated your daddy Kobe. That's all this is about. You guys are upset that LeBron dominated your father, and you hate him for it. It is what it is. It is what it is. So they want us out. Listen, I don't want to be anywhere I'm not wanted. If you don't want me somewhere, I'm out. I'm good. So if they don't want us, we don't want to be here. Simple as that. Fuck them. They could have their bogus ass organization back, That's where I'm at with it. But folks, that's really all I got, man, on this one. Luka, like I said, he is completely washed. I don't even think that can be disputed at this point, folks. He's completely garbage. And Cade Cunningham proved tonight, folks, that he's better than Luka. And he should be getting more recognition. He should honestly be in the MVP conversation, because the Detroit Pistons right now, folks, are playing some really, really good basketball. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to JB Bickerstaff and the whole crew over there. Shout out to Cade Cunningham and the squad for getting me right tonight. I can't thank you guys enough, man. And once again, thank you to the Lakers, too. Thank you to Luka Dookie for being the most fraudulent player right now in the sport. I appreciate you, man. You lost me some money on Christmas, and, I came back tonight and I got my money back fading you. So shout out to Fluka and his fat ass. And yeah, man, shout out to everybody on the squad on the Lakers, man. Good work tonight. Good job stinking it up in downtown LA. Good job stinking it up at the Crypt. What a clown show. All right, folks, that's really all I got, man. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Shout out to AMJ Beats. Shout out to my guy, Rock Logic. What's going on, man? Ain't heard from you in a minute. Shout out to GD, Joseph, Terrence Hill TV. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Anthony James, Jordan C. Shout out to that clown Jesus, Trump, and the Truth Tay, man. Shout out to you, man. Folks, I'm out, man. Finna go probably get me a milkshake or something, and call it a night. I'm gonna end my night with a nice little milkshake. And yeah, man, that's really it, man. That's really it. So yeah, I will be back, folks. When is the Lakers' next game? When do these frauds play again? Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's see when these frauds play again. This was the last game in December, so the fraud Lakers won't play again till Friday. Great. So we gotta wait a few more days to watch these frauds again versus Memphis. That'll be a good game, I guess. Back-to-back games versus the Grizzlies. You know, I watched that Grizzlies game earlier. Funny story, I had some money on Tennessee earlier today. Tennessee versus Illinois. Sorry-ass Tennessee ended up losing me some money. So I ended up, jumping in on the Philadelphia versus Memphis game. And, VJ Edgecombe, folks, VJ Edgecombe, the rookie up there in Philadelphia, thank you, young man. Okay? Thank you, young man, because you saved me. Honestly, you did. You really did save me. You said make sure it's chocolate. Oh, it's going to be chocolate. It's going to be chocolate banana. Yeah, it's going to be a chocolate banana milkshake. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a restaurant called Cookout, but yeah, from time to time, once or twice a week, I'll slide to Cookout late night and go pick up a chocolate banana milkshake. And that's what I'm going to go do right now. But like I said, VJ Edgecombe and the Sixers, Joel Embiid almost pissed me off. Him and Paul George, they damn near pissed me off. But it was the rookie that came through and saved my day. And then obviously, we made a profit off of this Lakers game. So it's been a good day, man. It's been a good day. What a way to close out the year. Like I said, we got some interesting games on New Year's Eve today. So, yeah, who y'all got, man? It's some good games today. Who y'all boys got, man? I'm definitely going to be tuned in. I'm going to be locked into some of these games. You got Iowa and Vanderbilt. That'll be a good game. I'll probably have to roll with Vanderbilt in that game. They got that quarterback. He's pretty good. So I'll probably roll with Vanderbilt in that game. Well, I got to see who's playing too, because a lot of these teams, they be taking out their players and stuff. They be sitting out these some of these bowl games. So I got to do my research and figure out who I'm going to take. But this is going to be a good game. Miami, Ohio State. That'll be a good game. I'm gonna roll with Ohio though. With Ohio State. That line is crazy though, minus 360. But I'll roll with Ohio State in that game. Nebraska, Utah, battle of the trash. The trash bowl. Won't touch that shit. Michigan, Texas, Arch Manning. Yeah, I'll pass on that. So yeah. It'll be some good games tomorrow, folks. I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. Y'all be blessed though, man. Have a good night. This was another installment of The Locker Room. I'm out. Peace.
I gonna tell you why the beef started with me and Reggie, right? Reggie fucked one of my niggas' bitches, right? The locker room went to fuck one of my niggas' bitches, right?
I gave it all for fantasy.
I gonna tell you why the
anybody
beef
gonna
started with me and Reggie, right?
remember me?
Reggie fucked one
If
of
I
my
go to
niggas'
night, I
bitches,
doubt
right?
the world
The
will
locker room
change.
went to
I
fuck
just
one
pray
of
they
my
don't
niggas'
forget my
bitches,
name.
right?
What?
That's what he fucking did. He fucking disrespected the bitch.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James
Girl, I
fans
wish I could
jock
save
strap
you,
sniffers. So
but I
this is for you guys.
can't.
If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
That girl took me for Spider-Man.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
Shut your bitch ass up!